What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kickstory Podcast. Bobby Kicks back in the mix.
What's going on? Goatee in the place to be. What's good, guys?
How's everyone doing? Hopefully you guys are doing really well on this beautiful day here. Kickstory Podcast is back for season 4 as we're doing it here in this beautiful space.
Yep.
Goatee, how's everything going?
Man, it's cool, but this is a little different setup we got right now, right? We have a special guest, and we will introduce him. But I'm excited, Bobby, because whenever there's a new flavor, something new that we can kick off in season 4, I'm excited.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Yes.
So and I'm even more excited because we have a guest in the Creative Hub.
Yes, sir. This is our first time actually doing something like this, so
Yes,
I'm excited to really showcase a new setup here. But before we get into that,
listen, Top Rocker Tattoo, Peoria, Arizona. You guys heard it before, but they also have this new dope product, Rust Proof Tattoo. Bobby, as I mentioned in the past, hey, I'm not only promoting the product, I'm also a user.
That's right, man. Keeping that ink looking fresh.
Yes, sir.
And also, it's great for everyday skincare. It's a great spray. It's a great kit to it, too.
Yep.
So there's different products to really keep the skin glowing and keeping your ink on your skin looking awesome at rustprooftattoo.com.
Yes, indeed. And Rust Proof, they have a special promotion going on. So once you at checkout, just type in TR15. You get 15% off all Rust Proof tattoo products.
That's right, and thank you for that. And before we get started, make sure, guys, click that notification bell, click that subscribe button, go to kickstorypodcast.com, subscribe to all of our channels. We made it super easy.
Yep.
Go there, you see all our links.
Yep.
And there you go, all right, guys?
Yes, sir.
And without further ado, we have a special guest here. You might recognize him.
Right.
He's a great TV personality. If you don't know who he is, if you want to introduce yourself to the audience here.
Well, I just want to say, I am loving this energy from both of you guys. You can see the passion like coming out of you when you're speaking. So
right.
Y'all keep killing it, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much.
Yes, but my name is Darrell J. Cunningham. I am a host of Your Life Arizona here in AZ.
That's right.
It's on 3TV. We're live Monday through Friday from 10 to 11. And it is literally about lifestyle. And I'm just trying to reinvent what people think of lifestyle. In our show, we tackle it all.
That's awesome, man. And like I said, that's how I actually got to see him in action. Some of the first things that I noticed from him is his style.
Right.
Like visually, dude, you have a cool style.
Right.
Obviously, you have some cool kicks on too. So there's a lot of things that I gravitated towards you. So that's awesome, man. Guys, sorry for the interruption, but I swear this is going to be a good one. I'm excited to share with you an awesome deal exclusively from Reshoevnator.com. Check this out.
We partnered with Reshoevnator to give you 20% off all things Reshoevnator, the #1 sneaker cleaning solution product and system in the world. All you have to do is go to checkout, type in Kickstory Podcast 20 to get your 20% off.
And Reshoevnator has you covered from stain repellents, shoe wipes, midsole cleaners, and their signature shoe cleaning kit that has the solutions, all the brushes, and the shoe trees there to keep your kicks looking awesome.
That's it. Stay fresh to death with your sneakers while saving some money. Once again, just go to Reshoevnator.com, type in Kickstory Podcast 20, take advantage of that 20% off.
Now, back to the show.
You know what's cool about that? I go to, your channel, Channel 3, and I look at just how people are dressing, and no disrespect, respectfully, but you stand out. So I'm really curious, like, where did I get started? What's your roots? Where are you from? Like, we need to hear your Kickstory and your journey, man.
All right, man. Well, I am from Pensacola, Florida. It is a small town city that's in Florida. It's in the Panhandle.
Okay.
Raised by a single mother, who I love wholeheartedly. And if it was not for her, really my entire foundation is women. So if it wasn't for my mom, my grandmother, my sisters, and my female close friends, it's like I wouldn't be who I am today.
Strong women.
Strong women are really the backbone and heartbeat of the world, and I'm always going to stand behind that.
Yes.
To that.
But watching my mom, dude, just in life, watching her, how she lived her life. There's one thing to say something like, if I tell you how to live your life, but if you can show me through your actions, I'm going to learn that way. I'm a visual learner.
Same.
And so I watch my mom just like raising 4 children on her own. And
where do you rank?
me, I am the third. Actually.
Okay.
So I have a little sister who actually just graduated from college. I'm so proud of you.
Hey, congrats.
And so, just watching her and how she lived her life, how she would dress. And she was a way where we weren't, I stopped saying we were poor because that wasn't accurate. Like we might not have had the most, expensive things in life or living in the biggest homes. But I tell people now, like, I grew up rich. And what does that really mean? It means like my mom instilled values in me. She created the character. She actually invested in who we were as individuals, because we're all different. All four of us were so different. My older brother was a sports person. My oldest sister was a sports, and she's in the military. And you got me, who was no talents at all athletically.
Right.
And so, but she found that. She knew I liked movies. She knew I liked technology. So she invested in those things, video games. And my younger sister, who's just like, she was just brains, man. So smart, brains, beauty. And she's like she says she's playing Jane. But I looked at the way she dressed. She would mix just a t-shirt and jeans and make it look so fly.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so
fashionista.
Right. It's just the simple things that people can put on.
There you
and
go.
I always tell people it's not about the brand. It's about how you rock what it is. You can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, you can go to the Goodwill and buy something that has no significance of like high-end luxury brand,
Right.
but everything is a brand. And you
Right.
make that rock with who you are as a person, and you walk in it in full confidence.
That's awesome.
So it all started, no lie, in 5th grade. My older brother bought me my first pair of Jordans.
Ooh.
Okay.
What shorts are these?
Right, we were at lunch, right? And you're the one that actually found the correct Jordan.
Yep.
So I didn't know the name. I was in 5th grade. I was like, all I knew is that they were Jordans.
Yeah.
So I don't really remember. I forgot the name of the thing.
You know what? Because I thought we were talking about a new Jordan, but yes, when we had our conversation, it's the Air Jordan 14 in the indigo color.
Yes.
Indigo,
which is that black white with that lime green, that indigo.
Yeah. So
That's what you're talking about. Okay.
man, he bought me those, and it changed my life. It's like when you put your foot in the first pair of Jordans,
Yeah.
and you've never had Jordans, it just walking into the room, like people knew they were Jordans, and so that just changed my whole perspective on shoes. And I was like, okay, this made me feel a certain way.
Did you get any attention in school? Like,
I did, man. They love the Jordans. Like everybody was like,
course,
dang, those Jordans are so nice. I was like,
Yeah.
man, thank you.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm sad about is this was 5th grade, right? So I went to 6th grade and my foot grew a little bit bigger. So I couldn't even fit the Jordans anymore. I couldn't even rock them into middle school. So I was like, dang, man.
Yeah.
So that is when I learned. And then I don't know if is it Riddell's or the Riddell?
Oh, the Riddells. Yeah.
Riddell.
Well,
Riddell.
I wouldn't say Riddle.
Is
But
it?
I know it's Riddell.
Yeah.
I think it is Riddle.
It's Riddle. I always said like Riddell's, Riddle, and something. But I had those in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Right.
And that changed my entire perspective on brands of shoes because I got picked on for rocking those in 6th grade.
And to put things in perspective real quick. So Riddle, as you might know, or some of us might know, it's an old school like Champion, or McGregor,
Russell.
Russell. Those type of brands are usually sold like at Kmart's or like other stores like that. Nothing wrong with it. It's just that's what the brand was. So when you had that brand, it wasn't like the Nike or the stuff like that. So that's what the brand that you're talking about. Right?
Yeah.
So it's learning how to get strong in the midst of people's opinions of you,
Of course.
and what you have on.
so.
And so I had to learn that it wasn't really about what I had on. It's about that individual that I possibly might have liked my shoes and just wanted to like pick on me. But,
Right.
from that's when I learned like shoes and what you wear is kind of important to who you are as a person.
I think so. Yeah,
And I think it just blends with your personality.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
so,
For sure.
My grandmother, she worked so hard. She was working 2 jobs. So she was also helping my mom out. And like, it was like, oh, they were buying nice clothes. So we're shopping at Dillard's, Steinmart. I don't even know if people know what Steinmart is. It's back in the day as like a kid. It was like the store that a lot of parents shopped at.
Is it like a Macy's?
It's like back in the day, that probably was a Macy's.
Okay.
Honestly, J.C. Penney style.
Okay.
But it was like a little like middle end, high end type clothing in Steinmart, but it was cool.
Yeah.
And it had a lot of Tommy Hilfiger, stuff like that. So it's like, as life went on, and then back in the day, school had those 2 for $89. You get 2 pairs of shoes for $89.99.
Right.
So we started locking up on those. I had Feli's, I had the Air Forces.
Nice.
So it's like, then it just like through time, I learned to find out what I like.
Yeah.
And I was never a high end guy. Like I love the Gucci, Dior. That stuff looks really good. But to me, it was about like mix and matching, like just getting a nice tee from just a store and like getting some nice Levi jeans and mixing that up with some Converse. To me, that is what I enjoy more. And then as I advanced in my career and life, I learned that I can still bring my personality into the field that I'm in.
Right.
One thing, I'm sorry, real quick. One thing that I love what you just said is, don't rely on big brands or having like the expensive stuff. If you have style, you could put on a t-shirt, some Converse, some jeans, and if you have style, you'll know how to put that together. And it's awesome that you learn that from the women in your life, you know, because that shows class. That shows like, you know what, we might not have much, but what we do have, we're going to make it look good. So I know I can attest to that because my parents growing up, coming from another country, coming over here, we're gonna
Figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out. You have to make sure that you look clean at least, and you know whatever you're gonna have, and make sure you take care of it.
Yeah.
You know. So
see, I come from I learned that what you guys are mentioning, I learned that at a later age, because growing up in New York City, it's the fashion capital of the world, right?
Yeah.
So everything's name brand,
Right.
Yeah.
Everything is name brand, right? And it's not just like I don't say rinky dink. It's not Walmart.
Right.
Right. It's back in the days, it was like Tommy Hilfiger Polo, and you had to show the logo, and you had to be a real strong character to get away from that.
Yeah.
Because peer pressure was extreme in New York. And then I realized as I've gotten older, you're absolutely right. Like Jay-Z said it best. You can pay for school, but you can't buy class. Everything is your class, right? What your style, your uniqueness up to you is what stands out. And then, hey, people may follow. People will respect it.
Yeah.
Those who respect you will respect that.
Exactly.
Right.
And
So-
as we age and like grow and experience more about life, our style's kind of changing.
1,000%.
100%.
Add a little bit
1,000%.
more to it. You take some stuff away.
Yes, sir.
It's like, that's the point of life. And I don't ever want to put myself in a box to where it's like, I was like in this field, I didn't want to just always wear suits. Yes, I can wear a suit Monday through Friday, but it's like, is that my full personality? I'm like, no, sometimes you want to mix it up, mix it with blazing jeans or, you know, a vest. Like, so I try to switch it up to feel how I feel on the inside, and as much as I feel on the inside, I want to show it on the outside. And so I try that with what I wear.
or you can take a page from my book and stay in the 90s or stay in the 80s.
But I appreciate that. I'm an 80s baby. So when you see people
Yeah.
who respect the 80s and the 90s, it's a lot, because I'm super thankful that I was born in the era that I was born in. I'm super thankful of how I was raised. I'm super thankful of the struggles that I thought were struggles as a kid. And then as I get older, I really appreciate all
That's awesome.
the foundation that my parents like built. You know, my mom worked really hard. My stepdad came into my life. He was the one that taught me how to like take care of getting a haircut.
Right.
You know, and it's the small things that people do in your life that lasts for a lifetime.
100%.
And so I just appreciate those relationships that I went through.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't rich. We weren't rich financially, but we were rich in so many other areas of life.
You guys are rich with love.
Yes.
You guys are rich with positive influences, right? Strong female, and I would assume male as well.
Yeah, my
Your brother.
stepdad came into my life. My older brother was a role model to me. I always wanted to dress like him, be as athletic as he was.
Nice.
And so it was just nice to come into my own and understand that will never be me.
Right.
But appreciate what I do have in my life.
That's very cool.
That's cool. Let's go. First of all, that's an amazing story on your roots,
Yeah.
right? Because that brings your foundation today, and it attributes to your success, right? My mother always said it takes a village to raise a child.
It does.
Right? So you're a prime example of the village of your family, the close-knit, especially the spearhead, the matriarch being your mother to put you in a position where you are now.
Yes.
I respect that. And I can relate to that with my mother as well. So that's your roots, Pensacola, Florida, right? You are a TV personality. Okay. Where did that passion come from? You did mention that your mother recognized each one of her kids' personalities and talents, and she geared towards the entertainment field. But when did you have that aha moment? Like, you know what? This is what I want to do.
Dude, my mom, we had a big entertainment set. Like, it was like those gigantic entertainment.
Oh yeah.
And all
it's
the
all
photos,
wood.
all wood. It was like TV, the TV in the middle and all that. So my mom was like this grayish beige one.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to the TV, but the TV was no longer in the spot that the TV used to be. And me and my little sister got behind it and started like pretending we were on television. Wow. I don't even know if she remembers it or not, but I remember we were like singing like Lean on Me. And so we were behind there. And at that moment, I was like, this is what I really want to do. And I was already,
How old were you around this?
dude, I was probably I was in elementary. Okay. You know that. So it was around that age.
Cool.
And then I was always watching like Oprah and Montel, the Montel show. And so those like inspired me to be like, this is what I really want to do. I never wanted to be them, but I wanted to take what I was watching from them and like be the best version of myself in this field.
Awesome.
And so that from then, that's all I really wanted. It's not changed. It's always stayed in that. I might have wanted added on. It's like a tree. Branches grow out. There's different things I want to still accomplish outside of what I'm doing right now at career-wise.
Right.
But I've always wanted to be a storyteller. I've always wanted to tell stories. I've always wanted to, I wasn't an athlete, but I can tell a story about an athlete.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
awesome.
You know, I'm not a banker, but I can tell a story about a banker. I'm not, you know, a firefighter, but I can go tell a story about a firefighter. So it's like all the things that I could not do, I'm able to now tell the stories on those things. Give back to the community, back to organizations, nonprofits that helped me as a kid, helped our family as a kid. I'm able to shine light on those organizations, the mom and pop shops that are so important. Like I love highlighting those. So
Love that.
I knew since a kid that storytelling was who I was. And I just like, I thank God that he gave me the gift, the talent. But the thing is, if God gives you something, if you don't like nurture it and water it, it's just, you got a gift that's dormant. It's like, I'm thankful that every day that I wake up, I feel like it's a new day and God gives me another chance to go out and tackle this dream. And I try to water it every single day in a way to keep it fresh, keep it nourished, and keep it growing. Cause this world we live in, dude, it's rough.
It's definitely changing, man. And it's not welcoming at times, you know, but knowing that, you know, you have a love for storytelling, it brings the goodness and the things that we overlook at times. You know what I'm saying? Like every day, man, like there's a bunch of noise, you know, and that's one of the things that T and I have been really passionate about, like the storytelling, bringing back the goodness, the nostalgia, you know, opening up the memory box of like, remember your first love, and then you talk about your brother and your sister and your family, all those good memories, man.
The world needs that more.
That,
like you said, Bobby, that good feeling. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. You know, those things that really shaped us, you know, growing up.
Yeah.
I'm, you know, the mission is to really carry that through, no matter how old you are, you know, no matter where you're coming from and what part of the world. But I'm really curious. So you went from Pensacola, Florida, and then you made the transition to the desert, to the Southwest here in Arizona. Like how that transition go? How did
I get out here?
Yeah.
I know. I actually never Googled Arizona. Never.
All right.
So, I went to school in Tallahassee.
Okay.
So I started off at Tallahassee Community College, just to get my foot into the door. And again, every person plays a part in your life. My oldest sister, Octavia, she bought me my first laptop for college. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have been able to really start that journey off. You know, back then, laptops were still expensive. They were bulky, but they were expensive. So started off at Tallahassee Community College, got my AA, transferred to Florida State, finished up at Florida State with my bachelor's degree, go Noles. And then I went on to Full Sail University in Orlando, which was new media journalism. That was my first master's.
Oh yeah, Full Sail. Okay.
Yeah, so it's Full Sail. Really amazing school. It's very interactive. It keeps you like you're on the ground. It's an experience school. Nice. That's what it is. You're gaining experience. And then I went from there to get my second master's at Syracuse University in broadcast and digital journalism.
Shout out Central New York.
Come on,
so, you know, we had conversations.
Yes.
My college is 25 minutes away from Syracuse. Small school called Cortland. Very, very familiar with SU, man.
Yes.
Beautiful
Syracuse,
campus.
Beautiful school. Love it. All the seasons. If you've never experienced seasons, go to Syracuse.
Yeah.
You'll experience every last one of them. It's so beautiful. And then from there, I went to Washington, D.C. to be a Capitol reporter for our end of the year project for our master's degree. So I was there for a couple months. Then I went to North Carolina to go live with my older brother for maybe 2 to 3 months before I got the job offer to come out here.
Nice.
And I say that because a lot of people, journeys are so different when it comes to the field that I'm in. There are some people who start at multiple 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stations, or everybody's journey is different.
True.
And I stopped watching other people's journey because I did not want that to influence my journey and my mental of how I look. Because people post on social media, just all the good stuff, all the success.
True.
And I'm like, man, I'm at home, I'm living with my older brother, dang, I ain't getting no offers right now. What, everybody's succeeding. I was like, God, I know I got a gift. I got a talent. I've worked really hard to be here. So I learned to just block out the success of others in a way that did not bring in jealousy within me or envy.
That's important.
But to also just appreciate people's success, because people do need a clap. They need a round of applause. You need to support other people in their wins, regardless.
I love that. Yeah.
So learned to do that. Went to live with my brother. Got the job offer out here in Phoenix. I moved here January 2021.
Okay.
Yes. So still kind of on the lockdown.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Wow.
So didn't really see people for 6 months, but I moved out here as a producer. I got a producer position out here. Okay. So did that for about 8-9 months. And then our company was bought out. Meredith was bought out by Gray Media.
That's right.
So we became Gray. And then again, I tell people this all the time. My foundation, real life, is women. Just the support that they give me and just the love, it's so strong. And I'm always going to be an advocate and support women in everything.
Sure.
Got an offer from our station manager, Miss Blanca, and that was the start of Your Life Arizona.
Yeah,
And
I remember it was a different show.
it was a different show before I came.
Right.
So I
right.
watched
Was it called Your Life Arizona before you got?
So it was called Your Life Arizona when I
Okay.
got there, but it was also called Your Life A to Z back
right.
in the day.
That's right.
So when I got on, it was already transferred over to Your Life Arizona.
Right.
So came in and, they were like, my whole thing was just, I wanted to tell stories. And they gave me the free reign and said, hey, go out, tell the stories. And I was able to kickstart that. And the show has just drastically changed, man. From being pre-recorded 30 minutes to live 30 minutes. Now it's live for a whole hour, Monday through Friday.
Yep.
It's nice because now I feel like I've learned so much about Arizona. I'm still learning about the community.
Cool.
But the stories are what connects me to Arizona.
Very cool.
You know what I'm saying? That's what really connects me to it. And that's what I enjoy.
And shout out to Channel 3, man. Like, I grew up on Channel 3. I'm born and raised here in Arizona, and I've always watched Channel 3 Good Morning Arizona. I remember it was called, the little slogan was, 3 TV, the place with more stuff.
Yeah.
It went through all these different transitions, but, I've always watched it, and then when I saw you on TV and all the cool things that you were doing, like the Sunsplash that you were at, doing these interviews with like Leonardo DiCaprio was the latest one I saw was really, really cool. I want to share that with the story too. So, I mean, it's really cool to see that local channel station grow.
Yeah.
And now it's a staple. Like for everyone else that's, that grew up here in Arizona, they know exactly what I'm talking about. So, that's awesome that you got your first experience and taste of Arizona lifestyle through a local TV station like that. So that's
I say when I got here, I didn't know the height of what Arizona's family was.
Right.
Like I didn't grow up here. So I didn't see a lot of these anchors who they were stars, people love this, like they still love this station.
They do.
But all I knew was I just wanted to tell stories. That's what I came in with. I wasn't starstruck by any of the talent that works there because I didn't know anything. I respected people. I researched people. So I understood who I was meeting when I was walking through the building.
Cool.
But I came in with just such a different energy. And it was just like, I just want to tell stories. Like that is really all I wanted to do. And it has been such a success for me to be able to tell the stories that I want to tell because I feel like if it says Arizona's family, I want to represent all families of Arizona. I want to see all shades of people on the station. I want to see all types of businesses. I don't want to see them just from one demographic. I want to see them from everybody.
That's awesome.
And I think that's super important. And I feel like that is what I've been able and blessed to do is tell the stories of all shades,
and that's super cool, right? And I'm not too familiar with Channel 3. I didn't grow up here, right? But just seeing a black man, right, in Arizona, bringing some a different point of view, right? And I know you can appreciate that, right? Bringing a different point of view and having the autonomy and the free range to tell stories. It sounds like you're not that limited.
Yeah.
Right. It sounds like I don't know the whole cultivation of creating a story there, but from what you're relaying, it sounds like it's almost you have some free range.
Yeah. They did give me a lot of free range.
Yeah.
Which is like, I can't go too crazy outside of the box for certain stories, but I'm able to tell the stories I need to tell here to highlight the people, the businesses, the communities, the organizations that need to be highlighted.
That's very
We have a huge opportunity to, I have 1 hour, Monday through Friday, every day, 10 to 11, to make somebody smile, educate somebody, introduce them to something new, and to show people that we have so much more in common than we don't.
Right.
And that is what I take
education.
every hour to do. Even if I'm going through stuff in my own personal life, I got to put it on the side from 10 to 11 because I'm in a place where God put me to be able to shine light or to at least change somebody's life in that moment.
Right,
Sometimes it's just somebody just needs to smile. Somebody just needs a feel good story to listen to, And I tell people, even though I'm in lifestyle, that doesn't take away from me being a journalist.
Right.
Lifestyle is so much more than fashion and food. It's our mental health. It's how we budget financially. It's how we live our everyday lives. It's how we are as men. Our demographics amongst men has grew. So men are watching the show.
Yeah,
and I'm like, when I run into them in the grocery store, they're like, hey, I want to see some more stuff about us. What can we go out and do here in Arizona? So then that hypes me up because I'm like, wow, they're at home. They're watching.
That's
people,
cool.
You guys don't have to watch the show. There's so many other things people can be doing from 10 to 11.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
They're giving you your time, man.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
And for people to sit there, I want to give them quality. I want to give them good content. I want to give them substance. I want them to walk up, bump into me in a grocery store and question things and ask me about how was this, how was that. Then I'm like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing out here.
I love that because, you know, that's where we connect, you know, literally like what we're doing here. We're trying to bring that Arizona, you know, not only Arizona, but we're trying to bring that sneaker culture and culture itself from every demographic, you know, from East Coast to the West Coast and everything in between. We've even gone like worldwide with, you know, interviews that we've done, you know, through Instagram Live. So shout out to them as well. One thing I really want to talk about, because this really got my attention, was your recent interview with Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, you were interviewing him for his latest movie.
One battle after another.
There you go.
Yep.
And yeah, I want you to tell the story, but that was really cool because obviously he was looking at your kicks, and then you know, right?
Yeah, so I'm walking in. I'm trying to prepare myself to be in a room with Leonardo DiCaprio and Benicio del Toro, two amazing actors. So I'm trying to get myself together. I don't get nervous when I meet stars because I've learned to just look at them. They're just human. With a beautiful craft that the world gets to experience. So I never go in like shy and nervous. I was just like, I did not expect for what he said next for him to even say it. So I'm sitting down and he's like, "Oh man, I like those." And I was like, "Is he complimenting my shoes?"
I like your shoes. What's on? Yeah, what's
it's a newspaper of Michael Jordan.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
You always keep the goat on you.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you only get 5 minutes, and sometimes it's 4 minutes with each like interview inside for a movie. So it goes by quick. Once they start talking, your time is rolling. So I'm
you have to roll with the punches.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, okay, so do I acknowledge this or do I go to my question that I already had like in my head? But as you're a storyteller, you have to learn to engage in the moment that people give you. So
go a little bit off script.
Go a little bit off script. So he did it. And the crazy thing is, these are the shoes that this man like complimented, right?
Check them out.
Those are the news articles of Michael Jordan that are on the shoes.
Okay, so these are Air Jordan 1 Mids.
That's right.
2019.
2019's.
News article.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Michael Jordan, which was insane. And when he said that, the smile got so big on my face, but I tried to contain it. Because Leonardo DiCaprio is complimenting me and Benicio del Toro. So I'm like, oh man. So I tried to roll with it and like, all right, let me take it and go. But that's a compliment that I'm always remembering.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But it also tells you like what you wear. And if your personality, you know what I'm saying? People appreciate that.
Yeah, sure.
And if you don't allow your personality or who you are to shine, you'll never really help out the people you're supposed to help out.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, just be proud about what you're wearing, wear it proudly, you know, just really, you know, roll with it, you know, instead of, you know, feeling like, oh no, I can't wear that, you know, that's not my color, that's not my style. Try it out, experiment.
Try it out. That's the whole thing, is try it out. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But then you know.
What's cool about these is that, like you said, it's all newspaper print. And it kind of, I mean, I'm seeing some of the things that says GOAT, you know, it says Jordan dominates again. So it's kind of cool. It piggybacks off of his history.
It does.
Shoe. In like newspaper form all over the shoe. So
and you know what? And this is another, it's a Kickstory. Okay. This is a Kickstory, but it's the importance of, sneakers being conversational pieces. Right. And that's why, you know, I'm very happy that you even wore these to that set, right? Because I'm assuming some people may not expect, but traditional shoes, maybe a suit, but you are going to that interview as you are, as yourself. It created a conversational piece that's everlasting. It's a Kickstory. It's embedded. You know,
moments that you'll remember forever.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
because
sir.
you are being yourself. And shoes, like I said, they really are. They're your personality. They're a part of your personality.
You are.
They really is.
Yeah, you're right. That.
Yeah, I love that.
And I'm even looking at the shoes right here. Right, these are Jordans, but it look like those are the Jordans that cut off and it converts to a low top.
Yeah. So these, I took the mids off because it's mid. They go up. I said, you know what? I want to rock them today as a low, and so I just unzipped them. But like.
That's your personality.
Yeah, it's just like you get to be versatile with your personality. You know, like maybe I don't want to rock them mid today. I want to rock lows. So it's like I think it flows with however you feel. You know, and that's the beauty of shoes. You can rock all black with a statement piece of like red Yeezys or something. It's just like you get to be who you want to be with the dress.
Yeah. Speaking of that, like when it comes to like, you know, you mentioned Yeezys and stuff like that. Did you rock any other brand? I mean, you know, we're talking about Nike in here. Like, what other shoes did you buy over time, you know?
Over time, definitely a lot of Nike. I will be honest with you, a lot of Nike. Adidas are fire though. I think people like they used to sleep on Adidas.
Oh yeah, of course.
Adidas are something so serious. Converse, Vans, I love them because those are like just easy shoes to throw on. I can go with anything. And then I'm mixing up business wise. Kohan has some really good shoes.
That's a Nike.
Like it's so smart. It just like it rocks.
So you know, Kohan, their technology was React Nike technology because Nike used to own Kohan. Kohan.
They don't own them anymore?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's new to me.
Thing
You
now.
just taught me something new. I didn't even know.
This,
Kohan.
Yeah.
Because when I started, when I was in the TV industry and I had to go to events, I would get Kohan. They had Lunarlon, their little lines.
And they had air bubbles too. I remember I had the air
bubbles.
bubbles.
Yeah.
So around, like, don't quote me, in 2025, but I'm saying it's probably been over 10 years.
Yeah.
Kohan became his own subsidiary.
Oh, wow.
Got away from Nike, but still kept some of the technology.
That's fire.
Right, so they can't call it Lunarlon no more, right? But they still have that same foam material, Kohan.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right, yeah. So, yeah. I love
So there you go.
Yeah.
So you learned something there, right?
I just learned something. Seriously,
Yes,
I didn't
sir.
even know that.
Yep,
It's fire.
yep.
That's why Kickstory podcast is important.
Let's
You
go.
know what I'm saying? It's the little things that you'll never know that y'all
Yep.
just, like you just taught me something that I literally have never known.
Yeah, it's funny.
But it grows. I rock Pumas, Felines back in the day.
There you go.
What kind of feel? Like, did you Grant Hills like type thing?
It was the Grant Hills, but it was the ones that literally came for $2 for $89.99.
Yeah.
And it was like black, red, and white with
Okay.
a little strap across the top. I don't even know what they're called.
It's
but
probably
it was
Stackhouse.
Simple ones. They're like high tops almost, right?
Yeah,
With
strap, like
strap.
high tops with
Yeah.
the strap.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was
Very
like a
simple
silhouette.
Air Force One looking one.
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. I remember my sister had something like that before back in the day.
I
Yeah.
used to rock those. I had probably 2 pairs of Reeboks.
Okay.
My feet look weird in Reeboks for some reason. Like,
Oh.
like I don't have an arch, so I have pancake feet. It's just flat. So I try to buy shoes that balance that out to
Okay.
where it doesn't like splash out or anything.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I don't have no arches, but
Right.
that's it. And any other shoe I see, if I like it, I go for it. I never was just solely sold on like just Nike,
Gotcha.
just Adidas, every brand that I see, there's like, I've freaking shopped on Shein. Or is it Shein, something, but it was a nice pair of shoes
Yeah.
that I saw on there that I bought. So it's like, I don't really, if it looks good and I like it, I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, going back to your point. If you have style, you can buy whatever you want. You know, you can go to Goodwill and buy some really cool vintage, whatever is there, right? You can go to the name brand stores and stuff like that. So that's important. I think that's a good point.
So it's like that message of, I don't want people to kill themselves, not metaphorically actually taking their lives, but
Right.
to kill themselves and stressing about, I have to get these type of shoes to be accepted.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't need to be accepted by people who are looking at you just from what you wear. You know what I'm saying? That's an unrealistic goal to try to live up to.
Right. And you know what? And that's an important message for you listeners and viewers, to just really have that confidence and be in your own self once you find out who you are, especially in this climate of social media.
Yeah.
I have kids, right? I have an 18-year-old, I have an 11-year-old, right? And I see the influence and the pressure of social media. So these type of messages, and that's why I love this podcast with you, because yes, it's about sneakers. Yes, it's that feel good, but we get these, amazing guests like yourself that can give these gems and these reminders that these kids need to hear.
Yeah.
Right. Even adults, we need to hear. We need to hear this, the importance of individuality, importance of, I love that you don't follow the Joneses.
Yeah.
Right. You go what you like. It
Because
doesn't
I did
matter.
that. I followed them. They ended up broke because
Yes,
I
sir.
was like,
Yes, sir.
I look good,
Yeah.
but there's nothing in this account. You understand?
Facts.
Like I look
Facts.
really good, but there's nothing. I was like,
Yes, sir.
this isn't life. And why am I doing all of this, dressing up, and none of these people genuinely care after seeing me at something. So
Right.
now I'm like, I'm finna live in my own, who I am,
Yep.
how I shop. I shop at TJ Maxx, I shop at Ross,
Yep.
I shop at Marshalls, I shop everywhere that I feel if I see something that I like, I'm able to go and do it.
Yep.
People are financially able to shop, of
course.
and shop that, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's their money. But I tell people, my personal opinion, there's a difference between fashion and being stylish. I feel like fashion, you go into Dior and buy the whole outfit off of the mannequin.
Right.
Being stylish is I went to TJ Maxx and then I went to H&M and then I went to Zara
Right.
and I put this whole outfit
Heck
together.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stylish is creating the things that you love and making it
Making
work
your own.
for who you are.
100%. One thing I did want to talk about,
Yeah.
and this is your recent trip that you just had. Welcome back, by the way. So you went into your storage unit, right? You had a lot of things stored away for a while, right? Tell me about that, because I know you revealed some really cool stuff. You took a lot of pictures. How'd that go?
It was like a drive down memory lane, seriously. And it was so humbling because it reminded me of all the things that I said I wanted to do. So I had stuff in there from middle school, elementary, middle school, high school, all still stored in there. So going through all those things and seeing my writing back in the day of what I wanted to do, and it's what I'm doing right now,
yeah.
and it's a few things that I
Manifestation,
want to
man.
go do.
Yeah.
And it just, honestly, it gave me more energy. It refueled me and to continue going after my dreams and making them a reality.
Yep.
But man, it was nostalgia, dude. I had cassette tapes. I had CDs in there, VHSs. I found my old recording camera. I was like, oh my gosh. But it was in that moment that I taught I told myself that I need to slow down on how I live my life.
Okay.
Because we're so fast and just want everything on our phone. We want to do everything. And I'm like, I found cassettes again.
Yeah.
So I went on Amazon and ordered me a cassette player.
Right.
Cause I'm like, maybe I want to slow down. Now, granted, the cassette thing is actually converted over. So it can be digital, but still, I wanted to be digital too, but to get that feel again of just putting the cassette in there, hitting play, it's like, that's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah. But it was literally just a trip down memory lane that refueled me to be who I am at all times. But you don't have to go with where we are. You know what I'm saying? I know that with technology, everything is going so fast.
Right.
And I'm like, maybe it felt like for me, it was to tell me to slow down and really live in this moment that I have every single day. So,
but you also share some gems. You share some pics with us, man.
Oh yeah.
So,
I was sending y'all photos. Should I donate these or should I bring these back?
You know, one particular sneaker you sent, was the era of, it was the Shadow Air Jordan 10, Air Force One. Yeah. And I looked at those, the fusions, right? The Air Jordan Air Force One fusion. And, there's a lot of people, it's like, some people want them to come back. Yeah. Some people want them to retro. Some people like
love-hate.
It's a love-hate. Yeah. It is a love-hate collab like no other.
It was love-hate when I was looking at them. That's why I sent it to y'all. I was like, should I donate?
Yeah. And I said, for nostalgia purposes and just maybe hold on to them. Cause there's a little, like I said, people are trying to get those to come back and things of that nature. But yeah, man, you have some gems in there, man.
It was I probably wore the shoes that I was sending you guys photos of probably like twice or if that.
Right.
And I put them up in boxes and left them in storage. Yeah. And again, it was like, whoa, I didn't know I had these shoes.
Right.
And when I looked at these shoes, it takes me back to the moment of me purchasing them. And I'm like, whoa, like I was able to afford my own Jordans. It's like a timeline. I remember my brother bought me my first pair.
That's right.
I was not able, to really afford them back then. Now I'm able to, if I see some Jordans, I'm able to go buy them.
Yep.
The thing I love about you two is you guys are very knowledgeable on each shoe. I sent you guys and y'all knew the names automatically.
Right.
I just see shoes I like and I buy them. Right. Y'all can tell me exactly what they are, when they were made, how they look like, and so I'm like, man, this is so beautiful. Like, here I am, just like I love shoes. Yeah. And then I got these two men who are not only lovers of shoes, but lovers of the history and the knowledge and the hard work that goes behind bringing these shoes to light.
Thank you.
And that's why what you guys are doing is so important.
Thank you.
And it's just like, cause shoes mean so much to everybody.
Thank you. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It means so much to everybody. I mean, women, men, kids, it means so much to
Yes, sir.
Love that. No,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yes,
for that.
sir.
And one thing that I noticed, you pull out a Jordan 11 breads.
Yes.
You had the playoff 11s. I'm like, dude, you had some stuff in there, man. I'm like, all right, what else do you got in there?
Being honest with you, that was the only a pair of shoes that I wanted to take out of storage.
Okay.
Because I didn't know I didn't remember the other ones.
Okay.
My mind was on those because
They're iconic.
I was like, I wore those one time. And I was like, I hope they're not like dry rotted and like falling apart.
Yeah.
But the unit was like AC. It was indoors AC. So it preserved everything. Those are the only ones I cared about, man. Yeah. Out of all the shoes, those were the ones I was like, God, please let these be in good.
You know what? I appreciate, and I should have gotten a storage unit, because I've sold or given away so many classic nostalgia pair of sneakers that it's only in my memory bank. Yeah. So for you to go back, back home to your roots and to pull out cassette tapes and to pull out Air Jordan 11s and, this really brings it back, man. So I commend you for that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's a little piece of history for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's nice to have memories, but now when I saw the shoes or saw the old photos, man, it's like, man, it takes you back all the way to feel like, how did I feel at that time?
Right.
So, no, I really appreciate it, but it was like an end of an era because I closed it out. Okay. And I got rid of so many shoes. Wow. And it's like, I always feel like when you release a lot, that you're opening doors for God to refill you back up.
1,000%.
And I think that's what, I wasn't, you were somebody selling. I was like, I am not good at selling.
Yeah.
Cause I think it's a skill on its own, but I was in a time zone where I was like, hey, let's get these out of here. Yeah. Let's get them in, get them out. But I did keep like 20 pair.
Okay, there you go. There you go. That's good.
I was going to ask you.
It was good. I kept 20 pair because I was like, man, these things bad. I'm not giving these away. But yeah.
And someone else can enjoy them too. It's like, that's a nice recycle. Sometimes it feels good to give away a pair of shoes and someone else can enjoy it, So that's really cool to keep that you're passing the torch.
Yeah,
right. So
and you're helping people who actually need it.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? There are people who need the shoes, who need the clothes. Yeah. And so if I can help out in any way, and I'm like, for me, I don't want to ever donate anything that I would not wear. You know what I'm saying? That's not in good, it's not in good standings. It's not in good conditions.
Right.
All the stuff I gave away is like, there were shoes I have not ever worn. They were still wrapped up in the boxes, tags on.
Yeah.
And I was like, gotta give them away because I'm not gonna wear these.
If
now.
it's been
First of all, for 13 years,
there you go.
the Calvin Kleins that I gave away, I was like, I don't even think these are in style. And
Yeah, that's true.
like, I was like, I gotta give all these away.
So someone else is gonna be
Someone else, brand new shoes, it's able to help. But again, that was a season of where I liked to dress like that.
for sure.
Right.
That's 13 years. I've changed.
Yeah, for sure.
The beauty about getting rid of stuff is that it gives us an excuse to buy some more
100%.
when we can. You know what I'm saying? Like,
When we can.
yeah. So that's funny.
On the sneakers topic, right? And we gave you a little prelude to this one.
Yep.
And we like to ask this to our live stream guests, right? When we go on live stream, check it out, guys. If you haven't, just go to our Instagram, go to YouTube, check out our live stream. It's pretty cool. But the question is, what are your top 5 sneaker silhouettes of all time? And here's the thing. It can be how you feel now. Cause me, Bobby and I, we have discussion like, this is our top 5, how we feel today.
Yeah.
It may change next week, but right now, what's your top 5 silhouettes of all time?
Top 5. I said, let me write these down.
Yeah.
Them correctly.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
My number ones, I don't think this is ever going to change. I think they're going to actually stay number 1 for the rest of my life. It's the Jordan 1 Retro High OG Defiant LA to Chicago.
That's right.
Those are just how they made them.
What number 1?
The story behind it, just how they transition with wear and tear on the shoe. Usually wear and tear is a bad thing. Wear and tear on these shoes is actually a good thing. It brings the style out of it. It transitions from LA to Chicago. So those are my number 1. I just like the story behind it. I like how they look. I like how they feel on my feet. Like it's just a perfect.
All right.
Great quality leather.
Great quality.
Yeah, that's a good quality.
So we got the Air Jordan 11 retros,
okay.
Those are my number 2.
Patent leather.
Then that's not going to change. I think that's going to stay. This might be
Iconic.
controversial. The Yeezy Boost 700.
Okay, yeah.
I think those shoes are so bad, man. Like, I love the way they look, and you can wear them with anything.
Yes,
There's so many. It's like, 5 colors maybe on that shoe?
Yep.
You can wear a shirt to match those colors. Like, it's the little things that I like about shoes like that. Like,
It's a stylish dad shoe.
it is.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is.
And you know what? I mean, controversy aside, what Yeezy did with Adidas will forever
Life-changing.
It will forever be historical.
Yeah.
It will forever be monumental. I mean, at one point, he came into the sneaker game, became the number 1 sneaker.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And my thing is, look, I don't know if they'll ever get their relationship back.
Yeah.
But what Yeezy did for Adidas is unheard of.
Unheard of.
Like, it was I could never get a pair of Yeezys. It was that crazy. It was
That was a
in
crazy
demand,
time.
And again, I mean, life is like, you gotta ask yourself, do I separate the person from the talent?
Right.
But my thing is, I'm still trying to get those shoes.
Right.
So that's
okay.
real life. At the end of the day, I love just the way those shoes look, the way I've seen them on people, the style of them.
Yep.
I was like, that's fire.
Yep.
So,
nice.
that'll
All
be
right, so that's number 3. Okay.
Number 4 is Converse.
Okay.
Chuck
Chuck Taylor?
Chuck Taylors.
Okay.
They go. I mean, I got
classic.
leather ones, black leather ones,
Black leather
because they
is
last a very long time.
Yep.
And it's just, again, it's easy. It's easy to put on when
Yep.
you want to throw or something. Personal, you can dress it up with a suit. You can dress it down with jeans.
That's true.
And so it's just like, I like things that can go with everything. There's only a few Jordans that I wear specifically with certain things and nothing else. These shoes I can throw on with absolutely anything and still look good,
Very iconic.
Respect it.
Yeah.
Number 5 is any other shoe I see that I like. And I think that is super important, because I don't want to ever lock myself into just certain brands, right?
Sure. Okay.
It's just, I've seen so many shoes and it's like, these shoes are nice from this place, that place. And sometimes it's like a name brand you never heard of.
True.
But it's like, they look good to me and I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see how this works. And that is what I feel like life is about. It's about going out, trying things, seeing if you like it.
Right.
And then you've been able to tell that story to somebody else. Yeah. And it's like, that's how the hype goes. So it's like, oh my God, have y'all heard Kickstory podcast? And then it's like, oh no, what is that? Check it out.
Yeah.
Right.
I experienced it. I want you to check it out now.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like life is about. We literally help one another in the best ways that we can.
Variety is a spice of life is what that quote. I forget where I heard it from, but that sounds exactly what you're saying. So yeah, I love it.
And also, Bobby, we can learn from him, right? Because we're so like when we have top 5 conversations, we're so like fixated
We have to
we have to pick it, but to have your 5 just be like an open door, I kind of like that.
It makes sense.
It
I
makes
feel like
sense.
I don't even know how y'all can even name a top 5 with the collection that you both have.
That, like I'm saying,
That has to be tough. It's like, to me, I can't name 5 solely like shoes that I'm like, oh my God, them my top 5. I do that in my top 3.
For us, is go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say our 5 are usually like seasonal.
Yeah.
Right? It's like in this season, these are our top 5. You
Right.
know? So, but yeah, you're right. To do it like for all time favorite, that's hard. That's
hard.
That's impossible.
We know what our number 1 is.
Yeah.
And that will never change.
What's the number 1?
Our first love.
Our first love.
My first love is a Jordan 9.
Okay.
That I got as a kid. I tell the story all the time. I got it at JCPenney on the clearance rack. This is when Jordan was retired in 1994 as a kid. That was the shoe that my parents could afford. The Jordan 9, and was also featured years later in the Space Jam movie. So that's my first love forever.
Yep. Mine's the Jordan 3.
Okay.
And it's my first love. It was my first ever sneaker, Air Jordan in 1988.
Dang.
I'm 7 years old, you know, and it reminded me at the time, I didn't know fashion and sneakers. I'm 7, right? But I have older brothers. So we all, you know, humbly got them. And the little elephant print, right? That little print of the 3s, it reminded me of the cracks in New York City. So as a 7-year-old, when I'm playing and it's like cracked concrete, those shoes reminded me of cracked concrete. Dang. So that was my kind of like correlation to it. And that was the year Jordan glided from the foul line to win the dunk contest in 88. That was the year that he got All-Star Game MVP. So the Air Jordan 3s, man.
That makes sense. It's embedded in your heart.
That's the first love. That will always be number 1. Yeah. So it's funny because it's, you know, it seems like, you know, Jordan has made a mark on almost everyone that's into sneakers.
Yeah.
And I don't think he'll ever know his real reach into individual lives. You know what I'm saying? What a shoe could mean to an individual. I know people might think that's crazy. Like,
It is.
Like, oh my God, this shoe
Sounds
means so
crazy.
much to me. But you don't know how that kept somebody here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Saying because a shoe is attached to going to their first basketball game with their father, their grandfather, their mom. Like it has the shoe is so much more than a style; it's a story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And it's like those are the moments. Like every time I look at certain shoes, like now every time I look at these shoes, I'm thinking of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, these are
you know what I'm saying? Like
the Leonardos.
These are the Air Leos.
there's Air Leos now, but
yeah.
every shoe has a story
Right.
to people who hold on to those memories and moments and connect it to the shoe.
Right.
So
Well
it's
said,
so
man.
important.
Yeah.
Well said. There you go. That's our new description for the show.
Right.
Exactly.
There it is,
Right.
man.
It's awesome,
Right.
man.
And thank you for your time.
Yes.
Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your gems. Right. Because outside of Kickstory sneakers, you gave some great life lessons and things that we should abide by. Just to end it with sneakers, any kind of like go-to sneakers that you're wearing right now in your rotation?
What's your everyday?
What's
Yeah.
my everyday Oasis? I wore those. Or is it Oasis? Is it Asics? Never mind. I don't even know.
Asics?
Asics?
Asics. There.
Oh, okay.
I was like, is that it?
ASICS?
But they came from Tokyo. So let me.
No.
What's the original, the Tokyo version?
Onitsuka.
The,
Onitsuka
let me figure
Tigers.
it. It's these shoes. I'm finna show you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Onitsuka Tigers.
it's like-
that's Asics.
Or it's
It came from
one-
Tokyo. One of my best friends went to Tokyo.
Oh wow.
No, it's these ones that I know what he's talking about, and I think they are called
Because I know Adidas came out with a model called the Japan,
Yeah.
but it didn't have the name
These.
Tokyo on them.
Let me see.
I don't know. They're like
Yeah, they're Asics.
Asics.
Asics. Yeah.
Asics.
But there's like the
Asics.
Tokyo. These came from Tokyo. So
Right.
Yeah.
Asics.
Wow.
Those are
Asics,
smooth. Those
yeah.
are smooth.
They're easy to go with. They're
Yeah,
like
smooth.
They're just. It's easy. I
Right,
like
right.
easy. You know?
There you go.
Right,
I'm
those
not
are
trying to put too
smooth.
much pressure on the shoes.
There you go, bro.
But that's it. And I switch it. Like I just ordered some literally $25 shoes off Amazon. They're like white patent shoes, like leather.
Oh wow.
Well, it might be leather, but they $25. It's easy to put on and go with like certain fits. And I'm like, do I want to spend $250 on this brand or can I get the same ones on Amazon?
Right.
It's balancing out. Ain't nobody gonna know that they Amazon.
Right.
Nobody.
When you dress them up,
You dress them up,
up.
yeah. And if you do, I'm gonna still give you the sauce. I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
hey, Amazon, $25.
Yes, sir.
Prime, come over.
Yes, sir.
But no, I haven't even. To be honest with you, I've been out the shoe game for like a few months.
Yeah.
You know, because life's been life, and
Back for life.
so it's like I haven't even looked at shoes.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure other stuff out in life.
100%.
But I'm excited. Y'all have kind of refueled me. And
yeah.
to
Let's go.
Just even when I went back to storage and I sent
Yeah.
the shoes, I got excited to send them to y'all.
yeah.
On the low, that was kind of the goal. The goal was like, you know what? Let's just give him a little like, you know, hey, why don't you go in your storage, look at some sneakers?
Yeah.
Wanted to refuel that for you, right? Because that's that good endorphins,
Yeah.
man. It brings you back to your childhood, man.
Y'all did that. Like eating
Yes,
in
sir.
storage, talking to y'all, going home, being around family, looking at the shoes again. It started to connect stuff and stories I forgot.
There you go.
And experiences that I forgot.
Exactly.
And it brought it back.
Good job, man. All right.
we did it. We did it.
Yes, sir.
Thing.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. man.
Other than that, dude, any shoe I see. that that I feel like I really like, that I want to experience. I want to see how they are.
Yep.
That's kind of what I'm in the mood. Like that's my mood right
That's
now.
your vibe.
Yeah. What I see, if I like it, I'm gonna try it.
Wow. Dude, you covered a lot of ground.
Yes, sir.
You're super talented. I'm glad you're here in Arizona.
Yes.
Really leading the way with culture on a iconic TV station that I grew up on. Arizona, Your Life, Arizona.
Yep.
On Arizona's Family, Channel 3. It's gone through different names. That's why.
And so many, because people still call it Your Life A to Z. So I totally respect it. Understand. Yeah.
So Darrell, I mean, you've covered a lot of ground. Great gems. I mean, man.
Yeah, just once again, man, this was a meaningful episode.
Yeah.
I don't want to say episode. This was a meaningful conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Because like I said, it hit on all avenues. I love the way the way you reacted when you talked about your first love. You forgot the name of it, but it doesn't matter. It's that memory.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't know if I ever knew the name of them. To be honest, I just knew my brother bought me my first pair of Jordans, and I was so happy.
Yeah.
It's a feeling that I don't think a lot of people experience, and I think when people do experience it, then they have the same reaction.
They have that same reaction.
It was an experience like I've never experienced, and I still remember it till today.
100%.
I love that.
Why don't you tell the people where they can find you on your socials?
Yes, it is the Darrell Show on Instagram, Darrell J on Facebook. If y'all
Still on Facebook, right?
Facebook it's a vibe, man.
Yeah.
It's a good reach. I'm able to talk to older people who use Facebook,
same.
not on Instagram,
True.
and I think that's important too. I think you cannot forget people in general. I don't have a specific demographic that I try to reach. I try to reach everybody.
Right.
True.
I think stories are universal. I think that connects every individual,
Yep.
from the young to the oldest. And that is what I try to do. I don't ever try to specifically single anybody out. Like, this story's for you. No. I try to tell stories that everybody can get a taste of and try to experience. So it is the Darrell Show on social media.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And where can they find you on a daily basis on Arizona's Family?
Yes, y'all can find me on 3TV Monday through Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. Your Life, Arizona. You can also stream it from our Arizona's Family app that they have now, which is pretty cool. So it's pretty fun, man. Some good stuff's coming. I'm refueled, so I'm going back with a whole new energy and a new mindset of how I'm going to tackle these stories moving forward.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Man, well said, dude. You covered a lot of ground. Thank you again for spending some time with us on this beautiful day. Kickstory podcast here. And since you made it this far, make sure to subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that notification bell. Go to kickstorypodcast.com. Quick links to all of our channels, audio and video. Check it out. And there's ways to support this channel as well. There's some great incentives to get a great discount on Rejuvenator, and a way to support us financially as well through PayPal. Check it out.
Yeah. I mean, you pretty much hit it on the head, right, Bobby? Nothing else I really have to say, but thank you again. Gratitude, love, appreciation. Thank you for the support. I hope you enjoyed this conversation.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed this conversation. And these tidbits, I'm holding the Air Leo. Look at the Air Leos. Leo DiCaprio. We see you, man. We see you.
You had a good eye, good eye.
Right.
And
Yes,
honestly, I love this setup, man. I mean, we're trying something a little different here.
Yeah,
this
dude,
is like a
we
stand.
usually have our table. Yeah.
It's a little different. So yeah,
it's a little more comfortable.
a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more casual. But yeah, it's great that we try something new
Yes,
here.
sir.
Hopefully you enjoyed this. Make sure to subscribe, like I said one more time. And Darrell, thank you again for spending some time with us.
Appreciate you, brother.
No, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for inviting me on the platform. It's
Right.
an honor. It is something I don't take lightly, because I feel like anybody who invites you to their passion, it's an important thing. So no, I really do appreciate the work y'all doing.
Thank you.
It's so serious. Every shoe has a story, and y'all doing a great job of bringing those stories out.
You heard it here.
Thank you. I want to end it with, now that's Kickstory.
Now that's Kickstory.
Now that's Kickstory.
Well, guys, thank you very much for tuning in.
sir.
We'll see you on the next one. Season 4 is back in action. Thank you once again. Bobby Kicks back in the mix.
Goatee in a place to be.
Oh, y'all want me to say my line?
Whatever you want to say.
Oh man, what did I say earlier? I didn't forget it.
Darrell.
Darrell J and the Place to Play on Kickstory Podcast, the only way.
Hey.
See you guys later,
All
guys.
right, guys, we out here, y'all. Peace.
Thank you for watching this episode of Kickstory. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. And stay connected with us on Instagram and these podcast platforms listed here. We also want to hear from you. So make sure to comment below and give us your thoughts. Thanks again for your support, and we'll see you next time.